The 2012 Utah State Amateur Golf Tournament headed home to the Country Club, the golf club that began a Utah golf tradition. The State Amateur, in its 114th year, is the longest continuously held golf tournament in the world. Returning to its roots after 37 years, the Utah State Amateur was like a blast from the past. The first State Amateur in 1899 was played at the Country Club at Gilmer Park and was won by R.B. Harkness. The Country Club and the Utah State Amateur then moved to what is now called Forest Dell. After moving to its current location on the east side of Salt Lake near Parley's Canyon, the Country Club has hosted the PGA Tour, the Utah Open, and the Utah State Amateurs. This legendary country club accounts for virtually all of Utah's early golf history. Pictures tell stories of bygone eras of golf. Famous players and celebrities have visited here. Caddies were part of the historic fabric of the Country Club and Utah golf.
I caddied for about 2 years in some of the amateur tournaments as a young boy, and I think the bag was bigger than me, but I was really pleased and happy to be able to be around the players of that caliber.
One of my greater experiences as a caddy was at the Bob Hope Desert Classic. Doug Velvin was a professional down there at that time, and he got me in as a caddy, and I caddied that week during that event. It was a great experience.
For many champion golfers, like United States amateur champion George Von Elm, caddying served as an introduction to the game, nurturing and supporting their interest in golf. This country club environment is still shaping the future of Utah golf. The last time this tournament was played at the Country Club was 1975. T. Branca, a former 11-year-old club caddy, was in the heyday of his long reign as head professional. That year, his 23-year-old son, Don, emerged as the winner. The Country Club's current head professional is Ron Branca, T's oldest son and Don's older brother. Fear among members that the state's top amateurs would tear up the Country Club course were calmed quickly when stroke play qualifying began Wednesday. First round scores were high and only 4 golfers, Mike Jorgensen, Devin Purser, Cole Ogden, and Christian Jensen, shot better than par. All scores were in, and 29 players had shot 7 over par, 151 or better, and were moving on to join defending champion Jeff Evans in match play. At the other end of the leaderboard, Devin Purser easily won medalist honors with a 6 under par 138. Friday morning, the Country Club hosted the annual Champions Breakfast.
Congratulations to all of the qualifiers. I think it's a wonderful achievement. You're all winners. And amongst us, there is the 114th champion.
Match play pairings were introduced, while former champs Arlen Peacock and Don Branca reminisced. Match play proved to be grueling and adventurous for Country Club member John Wright. To get to the final match, Wright defeated some of Utah's top college players, Mason Casper, Nick Booth, Mike Jersa, and the world-ranked amateur Zach Blair. And it wasn't any easier for Christian Jensen. His march to the finals went through Cole Ogden, Kyle Chappell, and Joe Weber. The championship match pitted 2 gifted golfers who had survived 4 straight days of competition. John Wright, a club member since he was a teenager, 4-time club champion, and a former professional golfer who had the weight of the entire club membership on his back. Christian Jensen, a former Dixie State golfer, expectant dad, and top Utah golf amateur. Well, it's all square at the start of the final 18 holes, and after 114 years, caddies still played a significant role, lining up putts and high-fiving for encouragement. Wright and Jensen matched pars on the first 7 holes of the afternoon 18, before Wright took the lead for good with a par on the 26th hole. Wright closes out the championship match with an 8-foot putt on the 16th green. Wright defeats Jensen 3-2 to become the oldest golfer to win the tournament since 43-year-old Todd Barker won it in 1997 at the Alpine Country Club. Wright gets his trophy in front of an appreciative gallery at his home course. History and tradition. It's back to the future. The 2012 Utah State Amateur Champion, John Wright.